a woman has 100% control over whether she can make a man a father or not, do you feel like a man should have a say so in whether or not a woman aborts his baby?
Yeah.
You think he should?
Sure, he can have all the says.
But
Right, exactly.
but at the end of the day, you get the final word, right?
Absolutely.
So if a man does not want to be a father and you make him a father, should the man have a right to not financially be liable for that child?
Should he have the right to not be financially responsible for that?
What? Like, what is there to think about? What is there to think about? Like, let's be real. What is there to think about?
Child. No.
You see how crazy the double standards is? You know what I'm saying? Like, the double standards is crazy. Like, we don't get no say so. You understand me? Oh, we don't want it? Well, I want it. You know what I'm saying? We want it? Well, she don't want it. Well, okay, I don't want to have no type of ties to it since you want to have it. Now you're going to have ties. You're going to have to pay. You know what I'm saying? Etc., etc. So it's like, you cannot win. You literally cannot win regardless of the fact. It don't matter about anything. You will not be able to win. We are fighting a losing battle currently. And it's crazy.
I don't want to hear, oh, why men always have to pay. Because women are the prize. I'm not going half. I'm not tipping. I'm not, oh, my turn. I'm not your girlfriend, okay? McDonald's don't suffice for me no more. I'm grown. I'm grown! I don't want to...
Bro, if I want to take you to McDonald's, we're going to McDonald's. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, what you going to do? You ain't paying for nothing. You don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you basically a leech. If you acting like this now, how can I expect your house etiquette to be like? What, you want me to do your laundry now? You want me to brush your teeth, wash your ass? You want to put deodorant on you? Because it seems like you're incapable of doing regular human functions. It seems like you are not capable. You want me to be your daddy? I could be your daddy if you want me to. You want allowance too? Like, yo, y'all make no sense. Y'all like, these expectations y'all looking for is like, where you think you gonna get them from, bruh? Like, that's not how that shit works.
Hi, Pearl. Ask the females that if they would give a guy a chance if they were 5'10", 280 pounds, 40% body fat, no capping.
I mean, I've already mentioned about the weight, but my ex was 5'7", if that means anything.
Oh, you did charity work.
And we were together.
Oh, wait.
What if, no, okay, I just want a quick question. What if he said he dated a girl that was 250 and I said, oh, you did charity work? Would that be cool?
You wouldn't.
It would not. No. Do you know what?
Actually, no, it would be. All is fair in love and war, boys, so it would be a fair thing to say.
But you're not. But you don't have that energy when it comes to fat women. You don't have the energy that we all
Okay, I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Hi, Pearl.
And the thing that's so funny, she's like, no, not trying to be funny, but like, she's wearing makeup and dolled up and everything, and she's like a confide, bro. You understand me? Like, you are talking mad ish. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is you? Like, you smirking like you hard, like you do this. You really don't. Like, you really don't do this shit for real. Like, calm down. Oh, you doing charity work cause you dating a 5'7" dude. What? Okay, let that dude be short. How tall is she? You know what I'm saying? Like, how tall is she? Like, you saying that short, but 9 times out of 10, she what, 5'3", 5'4", and the dude is still taller than her regardless. Like, unless she like 6'10", then I'll say she wildin'. But like, yo, these females be saying these men jits, they short, but like, yo, she a midget. That's crazy. I was dating this girl, she was 5 foot, and she called me short. Oh, my bad, I'm not 6'10". Bitch, I am, what, I'm taller, I'm a foot taller than you. I can just put, bro, I can't understand, bro. Like, I could literally open my laptop on the top of her dome ski and do a whole report on a chair. That's how short she was. Like, niggas is wildin', bro.
States make money off of child support. There's something called Title 4D, where let's say you go to court, dad is ordered to pay child support for mom. The state makes money off of this dad paying child support. The federal government reimburses the states. right, for collecting child support and dispersing it out. So you think, wait a minute, so if we had 50-50 custody, if we had kids are with mom half the time, with dad half the time, which by the way, research shows is the absolute best for kids, what happens with child support? It's greatly reduced or there's none. The more child support the state can reel in, the more the federal government pays the states. It's a business, you guys. You think and then of course we've got the feminazis out there saying, these deadbeat dads, these poor moms. No, number one, these poor moms fought against a dad trying to get equal custody. All we want to talk about is dads who they're not deadbeat, they're dead broke. States make money off of child support.
And that's correct. Like most people, 9 times out of 10, when they're paying child support, is usually for reasons that it's not needed. Because these men want to have some type of role in their children's life, and they're not able to do that. And the reason for it, these females are bitter. They hate the man for some reason. They probably left him, so they have some type of animosity towards the man, and they want to go the route of going through the court. Me personally, if I wanted to, I would rather pay you under the table, pay some money, but it's smarter to do it through the state and do it that way, so you have a paper trail. And then, because I heard countless of stories of people, they do what I told you, pay under the table, but then when she finally asks for child support, you have to literally pay child support for the years that she didn't ask for. So if your child is 18, right, and then your child support is supposed to be $1,000, $1,000 a month, so you got to pay $24,000 over a period of 18 years. So you have to pay that lump sum to the mother. I don't know whether it varies from state to state, but the state I'm talking about, you will have to pay a lump sum of money. That 18-year gap that you didn't pay, but she wanted to file for child support, you would have to pay that whole lump sum to her. And if you don't, they locked up. They won't let me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, men have consequences for shit like that, and it doesn't make any sense to me.
I'm sorry, this might be a hot take or whatever, but a lot of you cis women are going to be very upset when trans women are able to carry children due to a uterus transplant. Because it's coming. Hello? I'm sorry, this might be...
Okay, this is a very interesting topic, and listen, that would never happen. You got to understand the reason why you call a man and a female for a certain reason, the reason why you guys identify as 2 different genders is because of your genetic makeup. You have different structural makeup due to your genetics. You know what I'm saying? You're the way you identify as. And the reason why a cat identify as a cat is because the structural integrity of how the cat was formed is completely different and consistent with most of the cats. That's why it's categorized and identified as a cat. Just because you identify as a female doesn't mean you're a female. You gotta understand that. Like, stay with me now. Oh, I did all these surgeries, hormone. That's good. That's cute. But even though you have a uterus transplant, number one, that uterus will not be compatible with a biological man's body. Your body will 100% reject it, throwing antibodies and all types of chemical responses to destroy the uterus, because it will be seen as it's a foreign object. It's some type of bacteria. Your body's gonna fight against that. It's gonna want to protect you. It doesn't need that foreign object in the body. And to say for some reason it works, it's compatible. You know what I'm saying? It just, for some reason, I don't understand why your uterus is there. Okay, now you want to push out the baby. You lack wide hips as a female. You do realize as soon as you giving birth, I'm pretty sure your whole tailbone, it's called a coccyx. Like, bro, our whole anatomy is different from the pelvic down, especially. We don't have wide hips. We have more narrow hips. It will be hard for the baby to even squeeze through. Like, the amount of miscarriages or death by pregnancy that trans will have will be astronomical. You know what I'm saying? It's not that easy. You don't just put a uterus in and boop, we can have a baby. There's a reason why you identify as what you do. You're a man, you identify as a man. Oh, you got surgery, blah, blah. You are still a man. I'm sorry to break it to you. I'm not going to let that slide and let y'all run with it. Because if everybody run with it, then we're gonna have a problem. So I can identify as a TV, but my structural integrity is not built as a TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys make no sense.
No, do not be vulnerable with women.
But you've never been in love.
Never been in love.
Women are not built to handle masculine problems. Being vulnerable with a woman is some of the worst advice that modern day women give to men, because if I sit there and I cry to you, oh my God, my life is hard, blah, 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 you might sit there and console me for a bit, but deep down you're like, you fucking bitch, because it's politically correct to say you can cry to me, you can be vulnerable to me, etc. But deep down, if your man came to you and was crying on your shoulder saying, I don't know what's going on, her vagina's gonna dry up, she ain't gonna wanna fuck with him anymore, she's gonna look for a stronger, more capable man, because women are designed to look for security. They tell us on air, one time my boyfriend cried in front of me and I never looked at him the same. No.
Alright, I don't really like Fresh and Fit like that, but he's making sense. It's true. Cause what if you find out Superman ain't Superman? Superman ain't strong, he can't fly. You're gonna look at Superman different. Like, the perception that you see and that everybody sees is what holds your character. That's why men, we in the crib crying when we depressed, but we can't show that. You might call it insecure, weak. I don't see it as that, cause I feel like, personally, me, I have a image to uphold. If I have my child, my son here, I don't want to see no weakness. I can personally talk to him and he can cry with me, but I'm his dad. I will never tell him to talk the way he talked to me with his lady. I will never accept that. It just won't fly with me. Oh, how you feeling? Dad, I'm having a bad day. Son, man, I gotta tell you, I love you. You know? When I delivered you, man, I was like, you the one. You the one. I'm gonna hold you. I'm gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna have a different conversation with him talking to the female. Baby, I had a rough day. Oh, really, honey? Girl, guess what? My husband, this nigga done cried on my shoulder. I'm like, bitch, get the fuck up off me. Like, the conversation is completely different. Females will always have something against you. Like, if they have something to leverage against you to talk shit, they gonna do it. Ask me how I know. I can't tell my mama nothing, but she gonna tell the whole church. Crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so if the only reason you don't want to date someone boils down to the fact that they're trans, that's transphobia right there. Let's go over a couple of situations. So if you don't want to date a trans woman because you want kids, well, you better be keeping that same attitude with cis women who are infertile, or that's transphobia. If you don't want to date a trans woman because you're not attracted to trans women, I would absolutely love to know how you're able to identify correctly who is a trans woman on site 100% of the time, because that is just impressive. I wish I had that ability. I'd love to be able to have even more trans solidarity. And then also just being super straight is the all lives matter. Okay, so if the only reason you don't want...
So I can't have opinion, I can't have a preference towards the sexual orientation of my counterpart. So if you come up on me and I said I'm uninterested, I'm transphobic, bro, the shit that I hear and watch is crazy. And you gotta realize they're putting this out on social media platforms where kids consume this on a daily. Who's on TikTok and all this stuff consuming this? Children. Because kids nowadays, attention span is crazy. It's like 3 seconds. Man, he's not getting to a point fast enough on this 2-minute TikTok. Swipe. Damn, shawty, why you so quick with it? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy and astonishing the fact that you're putting like information like this out on social media platforms where kids are brainwashed, desensitized, lack of focus. So they're susceptible to anything you say.
I just want to read you this poster that I have because I hear a lot of pro-lifers say that life begins at conception. So my poster reads, life begins when you understand living women matter more than potential babies.
What is it?
What do you mean?
If it's a potential baby, what is inside of a woman?
It's a fetus.
Is it living?
No.
How can it grow if it's not living?
Actually, that's like saying if an
This is why I usually left my dough. Cause I know she be pulling up out of nowhere. She.
corn is a tree.
When does the fetus become living?
That's actually a good question, but that line.
Yeah, of course, because you don't know it. Because it's living. It's living.
How about you let her speak?
You're fundamentally denying science to validate your opinion.
You actively deny science, ma'am.
How am I?
I just want to read you this post.
This is a very interesting topic that we're gonna dive in right quick. She don't know how to respond. She feels so emotional when this girl, it's a woman on woman. You know what I'm saying? It's not a man, so you can't say nothing. Upon conception, that's when it's a child. Cause how you gonna tell me when life begins and ends? Just cause you said, oh, it's been a month, I've been pregnant, it's not a baby. That's kind of crazy. You're pro-life, women lives matter more. Bro, I thought all lives was equal. But in your sense, it's not, all lives is not equal. So you would basically, what if your mother killed you? How would you feel? From the outside looking in, imagine you could look at yourself in the third party and look at your mom like, yo mom, don't do it. She killed you. If you look at situations like this in a different perspective, in a different outlet, you realize how stupid your claims are. They don't really hold any type of weight or value. The simple fact that we realized you were not able to answer her question on the simple fact of when life begins shows that you have no foot on what you're talking about. You see, you guys, y'all stay safe and don't marry these females. I'm just trying to help you out.